Hello, Internet. So yeah, Starfield playthrough, part 26. I was going through my settings and Elgato, and this is in 40p. I know I said that earlier as far as like I don't know like what it's currently set. It's whatever. It makes me remember why I stopped like trying to bother with like using the stuff that's like not built into the console because it's just whatever. And I need to make another computer to like actually get better quality, but whatever. We'll just pick up here. I'm not having a good day. I don't want to talk about it, so let's just start.
Do you understand now why I asked you to come here? The artifacts unlocked the secret of interstellar travel at the cost of Earth.
An easy trade, honestly. Why have one world when you can have all the settled systems?
I still don't understand what I found. Can you explain? I mean, I don't agree, but it's like... I mean, or I don't disagree, rather, but like, I'm not gonna say that. But like, it's like, I don't... It's like, yeah, anyway. Actually, I wonder if they say, like, I don't understand. I mean, like, I'm curious, like, will they tell me, like, where it came from, Or, like, it's... whatever. But then, like, also, either of these is, like, agreeing with one of them, so I just, like, get more exposition. That was really cool to send just, like, Rose in the background, and then, like, lit the world.
Every grav drive in the settled systems was built on technology that came from an artifact that was discovered on Mars. And these early drives showed the gravity field surrounding Earth. Eventually, the atmosphere started to slowly sputter away into space. That is why Earth is uninhabitable. The artifact gave the scientists a greater understanding of time and space, but not the wisdom to see where that would lead.
Settled systems wouldn't exist without the artifacts, in other words. We owe what happened here in NASA a great debt.
Though I'm normally a devotee of science, I have to admit that in this case, it failed us terribly, and the cost was immeasurable.
Assuming we weren't going to lose it anyway. War, disease, famine, all the classics.
Don't you see? The power of the artifact forced humanity to the stars. They didn't get to make a choice. How many would have chosen Earth? What gave Victor Isa the right to choose for them?
You see the hypocrisy in what the emissary is saying, right? They don't want to rob people of their free will, but then they steal the artifacts for themselves.
In the wrong hands, the power of the artifacts can make anyone a tyrant. That is why we watch over them. The only thing you are watching out for is yourself.
I mean, I agree with... I kind of agree with the Hunter. Like, I see where the emissary is coming from, but it's like, I do not like the way that they're choosing to, like, go about their business. Oh, Starborn, nice. It's like, yeah, you can't, like... It's like, this is, yeah, like the control, this is like a whole control thing of, as far as like, we control this, and who has access, yada yada yada. Like, that's a very, like, secret society, Illuminati type way to, like how to go about it. I mean, the Hunter's, like, more of a... I mean, I do agree with the Hunter, because it's more like, if you're worthy, it's like, it's very Sithari, as far as, like, peace is alive, there's only passion, and it's like, only the, or I guess, even like in Saber Nur Apocalypse, it's like the strongest survive, and it's like all about who can get to it in the end. Like, I do agree with him, in that regard. Man, I would like to say this just to see what happens though, because it's like you don't have to side with them, right? I do agree with the hunter though, but I think this is gonna like affect my my relationship with Sarah though. But yeah, it's like I feel like, but this is the thing. It's like there is no like real what's the word I'm trying to think of? Like test or whatever to get the artifact. It could just be like someone stumbles upon it. Like like it's not always like a test of will strength, etc. So in that regard, it is super random. But then it's more fair than like, oh, we control everything, and only the select few who we deem worthy. I do agree with the hunter though. Actually, no, I'm gonna side with the hunter because I enjoy this character, and like like when I was playing it the other day and we were on the ship and they're talking, it made me think of like Xavier and Magneto, and they're both like, not like the whole like, oh, humans all mutants and like, but it's just like their struggle between each other, but it's, I guess that's not, kind of sort of, but like the whole, anyway, I'm not gonna say they're both wrong, but because it's like how like how would I like, because it's gonna like fall to me to be like, okay, well, what would you do? What are they? They're not even calling me anything. Like I don't have like I don't have like a weird title in this game. Like like, oh, what would you do, Shepherd? Or what would you do, Guardian? Or what would you do? Whatever. So, be in the right hands. Well, yeah, who gets it first, man? But that's the thing, though, is like, if this is just a multiverse where everybody's trying to get all the artifacts, right? Then whoever's gonna get it first is probably gonna die anyway. But then, well, no, because he said that like usually whoever gets it, or he doesn't always let them die, or doesn't kill them. But then it's like, but that's the thing. It's like if he's just getting more powerful and powerful, maybe he just got tired of it, right? But there's also the issue of like the issue of like that was the like the gravitational decay or whatever. But that seemed like that wasn't a thing. So I don't know. I don't think they are kind of both wrong, but then they're not. I agree with the hunter, but it's like I'm not gonna say he's right. So yeah, I'll just say they're both wrong.
You're right. If this has been happening time and time again, perhaps they've arrived at a total deadlock.
Don't be a fool. The emissary and I may have our differences, but you do not want to give us a common enemy.
For once, he is right. Don't do this. We can collect the final pieces together.
Okay, so I think what would happen here, I'm just gonna guess because I'm not gonna side with either of them now. It's like if you choose a hunter, he's probably gonna like backstab you. If you choose emissary, he's gonna just either say you're not worthy or let you into the group. So of like the spaceborne whatever they are, of like the whatever that thing that we read about, the whole like city that stands at the top of wherever the F. It probably exists in every multiverse or whatever. Oh yeah, let's do it on my own. Yeah, that is kind of like also the core of like Constellation, is like pushing the boundaries of exploration and humanity in space to see like how far we can take it. So let's put it to the test.
Bravo. I was hoping you'd make that choice. And whatever it takes to make it through this, I swear I'll remain by your side.
Well, look at that. The emissary just became my new best friend.
You've made your choice. When you're ready, the hunter and I will be at the buried temple. That's where we'll settle things.
Meaning, we'll kill you. But hey, at least we'll wait. The final round doesn't start until there's only one artifact left to gather. And if I'm not mistaken, Constellation has one or two to go.
Wow, they just teleported out. You know what? I'm kind of curious if, like, whoever you side with, if they just, like, right there attack the other one. And it's like, alright, let's kill the hunter, or, like, let's kill the emissary. But, yeah, I was right. Like, there's not that much more. We are close to the end. Only one or more two artifacts. Let's see if Sarah has anything to say about that.
Important or not, I'm ready to listen. You're the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. My soulmate. Good. Anytime you want to talk about our relationship, just let me know.
Oh wow, she has the leadership badge.
You've done that enough times for me.
I've not seen her enough in the space gear while we're outside talking to, like, notice that.
Hope we can talk later.
She's got, like, the leadership skill and the, well, she's not standing still, but yeah, like, the other skills, there's, like, patches for them. That's kind of cool. Where's our ship? Oh man, I kind of want to, yeah, but I'm not going to, so. I mean, we might as well survey it, right? Like, I mean, I'm not going to, but yeah, I'll come back for it or not, but actually I won't. Alright, so that just happened. I'll make a new save file, because like, that I can go back to and just, like, see, you know, how would they, you know, whatever. Alright, actually, hold up. Alright, so we're close to the end here. We've only got a few things to do until then. I guess I'll finish up all these constellation quests, but not the survey ones that are side stuff, which are just like the main ones, right? So we've got Unearthed, which, oh, what the F? Oh, Final Glimpses. Okay. Gotta go talk about the Unity, finish those out. Yeah, this is just survey. Power from Beyond. It's, yeah. Power from Beyond, we'll finish that one out as well, because that means we have all the powers. The thing is, you only have 2 or 3 left. Oh yeah, actually, if I did notice that, there's 3 left, because there are 3 temples. Oh, 4 now. Okay, whatever. So I guess there's one more that opened up after that. Ooh, a skill point. Maybe concealment. I kind of feel like concealment is like where to go, but effing no, cause you're shipping in, dude. The crew of 2 or more. Okay, dude. I know. I do. 4 to 5 ships with crew of 2 or more. I mean, it's whatever. It's just destroy more ships, so it's whatever. Which is annoying because this is basically the same thing as effing the pilot skill. Like, it's just the same thing of, like, you know, destroy ships, but it's like effing I have to do it again, so it's kind of annoying. It's like I already destroyed ships. I mean, I don't know how big their crew was, but it's like, come on, man. Like, how am I supposed to know how big the crew is when that happens? Anyway, at least I've got like a bounty board to like have access to that stuff. I guess I'm not gonna worry about it, because it's like at the end of the day, it looks like we don't need to have our full team assembled when we go in to get this done. So yeah. Anyway, let's go talk about the Unity here, and then I'll complete Unearthed, and then we probably just gotta get more artifacts, and then I'll be done, and then that's that. So let's do it. Where's our ship at? Okay, our ship's over here. But yeah, there was another, I did notice that the starboard ships were landing before we went in there, because there's one over there. Let me see if I can get it, because if like, oh no, I think we still don't have access to it, because we probably need starboard power or something, so. Man, this game's good though, because it's like, I'm super curious like what happens like if you choose like, you know, to side with one or the other starboard. Like, how does that affect things? Or just like thinking about like towards the end, you know, because it seems like we're close to the end. Like, how does that affect the ending? How many endings are there? How many plugs are there? Actually, if anybody can get the one trade, right? I mean, that just leaves... Well, there's chlorine, dude. What's on the planet besides effing chlorine? H2O, lead. Oh, there's two effing whatever ones. Oh, dude, I'm kind of curious, like, how they scaled this. Okay, so it's like, yeah, okay, so looking at the landmass, and I'm like, okay, I see a lot of effing, okay, Antarctica apparently has a lot of... Yeah, because this is actually the planet that we live on, so it's like, you know, like, what these effing continents are, and, like, what's there, right? So we've got North America... Wait, time out. This looks like... Okay, because we're in Florida, right? This isn't... Okay, this doesn't look like it's actually to scale, because... it's like, landmass here is, like, contiguous. And it's like, okay, I guess it's just only showing us... Hold up, I'm looking at it wrong. Yeah, it's only showing us the the elements, so never mind. But yeah, anyway. Let's just get back to the ship. I want to see if I can guard this effing starboard ship, though, because, well, it's far out, though. Like, that's the problem, right? It's only 500 meters. It's only 500 meters, Chris. It's only 500 meters. Alright. Let's do it. Expect Series X. Man, I'm so bummed out, dude. It's like half of this playthrough is in like 720 or whatever it is when I stream it from console. Or at least half of it's in 720. But the last third is in like 480, and it's just like, dude, that's depressing. So, I don't know. I might just play it off stream once I get to the stuff after the story ends. I just make another save when I can like have better internet, or like people aren't just streaming the crap out of it, and there's... I don't know, it's whatever, just, it sucks. I kind of already decided I'm going to do a second playthrough there where I can actually play through it and not have it be compromised visually, because it is a pretty good looking game, but just to get the playthrough done, I'll just do it this way, because, yeah, I want to get it done, get through it, because there's a lot of games coming out. There's a lot of games out, like Spider-Man is next month, so, you know. I don't think Spider-Man's going to be better than this game, though, so... Like, I don't think Spider-Man's gonna be very good. There's no way, dude. This is a planetary scale, like, open world game. Like, every effing landmass is a planet or a moon. That's insane. And, like, the scale of them is, like, a Bethesda game. Like, each one feels like... Okay, maybe not like a Bethesda game, but like, each one feels, like, so handcrafted, man. It's just, it's so effing good. Okay, so I can't get in the thingies. Let's see if we can find where the bleep flaps went. The starboards, you know. I mean, where do they usually go? Do they just, like, stand around? I feel like they just, like, if you see them leave the ship, they just, like, walk in one direction, but it's, like, I don't really know, like, what they're doing, or, like, where they're going. So... They just, like, go out and... I don't know. It's like they're just... Like, they're spacers, but, like, super advanced spacers. See, now I'm curious, though, like, is every Starborn someone that got all the artifacts? And just the emissary and the hunter are like the ones in the lead. But then it's like to what end, you know? Is it just more power? That's silly. Like, that wasn't really explained very well, you know? It's like, okay, well, unity is like the goal, but then...
Wasn't expecting to cliff dive today.
That's just all the multiverses, really, but... Alright, anyway. Let's get back to the ship. Did I make a new save file? Because I didn't want to save over that. That was effing good. It was quite good. Alright, let's, oops, wrong button. Make a new save file here. Yeah, because Earth, right? Mm-hmm. And it was 8 a.m., so yeah. Alright. Well, Sarah has something for me, but it can wait. I didn't even do that. Oh my gosh, stop pushing buttons, please. Let's get back to the lodge. Oh yeah, we did the thing. So I said Sam, then this, then the lodge and the powers. But we gotta do this before we do the power stuff, so it's fine. It works out. Let's get back home. Yeah, it looks like the little Starfield logo thing is the thing as you level up. It gets like more and more into it. I feel like the whole this I think we should be a separate way. Should be like on a separate page so you don't accidentally scroll down and hit it. It's like seriously. Jeez.
I certainly do. It's always.
Hallucinogen. Thanks for the LSD, Sarah.
I'm starting to enjoy the conversation.
Or marijuana. If it's a marijuana plant, sure. Or seed, you know, whatever. Thanks for the THC.
Much as I'm eager to explore the
Oh wait, I think you can say it on YouTube. Thanks for the Tahase. Alright, let's do it, everybody. Let's go after this stuff.
Mateo told us about the Pilgrim's Voyage.
See, I did this before, but then I did something after and I died, and the next, like the checkpoint, it didn't checkpoint or auto save me, so I like lost my progress. So I was quite pissed about that.
Wait, say that again? Multiple universes? You can't possibly mean what I'm thinking.
I just think it's funny. Sure, I'll shut up.
This is everything we've been building towards, and the implications are a lot to take in. Could you explain the part about multiple universes one more time for everyone?
Yes, I wouldn't mind a little more detail.
Yeah, I just think it's funny because this is like No Man's Sky also goes into this territory, and like the fact that this game does too. Like that means there's like just two very similar things in those in both of those games, but like on surface level there's like a similarity, but like when you get into the weeds, dude, games are super not the same. Similar but really different, I guess. But yeah, it makes you start bored.
And that's why the Star One want the artifacts so desperately. They're the keys to unlocking the infinite.
I don't even want to think about the physiological changes you'd need to travel between universes.
Plus what it would do to the mind, enlightenment, or oblivion, like the Hunter.
You have the opportunity to reach the closest thing to your god that might exist. And you're second guessing?
One doesn't approach the afterlife without some trepidation. You're right. We have to see the unity for ourselves.
I know this has been a lot for everyone to take in, but we finally have answers. Let's make the best of them.
Not to make a sharp turn in a grand tale, but I got the eye fixed up. Bruised, but still blinking. Let me know when you're ready to follow up on what it's seen.
Alright, and that goes in the front.
You are free soon. Could we talk? You have my attention.
Alright, anyway, I was going to say, that goes into the next thing we're going to do, so it works out as far as talk to Vladimir, and that also, I believe, ties into the whole power thing, right? Or, hold on, let me find it. Power from Beyond, because right now I don't have any new, temples and stuff.
These last glimpses from the eye are from the farthest fringes of known space. Could be the only remaining pieces outside the heads of the Starborn. Aye. The blackest sea seems less of a concern when there are sharks leaping out at you. Catch a smile out there.
Alright, I'll save the talk with
There's something I need to talk to you about.
Andresia for later. Oh, she wants to talk again.
So, I've given everything we've discussed a lot of thought, and I've decided I'd like Aja Mamasa to conduct our marriage ceremony.
Ah, yes, the last one, or the one before that. Well, we went from like just being in a light relationship to like, I guess, turn it into a full-on proposal, because like it ended with, oh, you can just say yes, and I was like, wait, did I just? So that was kind of weird. But anyway, all right, let's wonder if I do.
You're kidding, right? She was the former chair of Constellation.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
The one
I
that
forgot.
passed the torch to me about 5 years ago? We talked about it before. Come on, stay with me.
Just kidding. I'm just saying, dude, like, the story took a lot of turns between now and then. I'm sorry, or then and now.
I remember Aja mentioning she presided over a previous commitment ceremony between Barrett and his husband Irving. Besides, the thought that Aja would be there to officiate this important step in my life is comforting. I hope you don't mind.
Alright, we're definitely getting married before I do the final stuff.
I knew you'd understand. So, with that settled, I suppose we just keep it a quiet ceremony? Just the two of us?
That's fine.
Honestly, no. I respect everyone at Constellation, but this is part of my personal life.
Wow, she really...
It's all the same to you. I'd like to keep my personal feelings about us separate from Constellation.
What? Wow. But, talk about, like, compartmentalization. She's just like, yeah, man. Okay, she didn't want their mother there, because she's like, I don't... Well, we had the whole thing about, yeah, anyway. She she wouldn't have been in consolation if her mother got the way. I mean, we couldn't invite Sona. But then, yeah, I mean, I don't know why not. Because I feel like Sona needs more, like, life experience to, like, see what's out there.
Well, that's sweet of you to suggest, but I think bringing Sona all the way to Aja's home would be too much insight for her. We need to give her some time.
Dude, do I not get to stay here? And I'm not gonna ask about the mom, because that's obviously not happening, so...
Alright, it's settled then. I'll send a message to Aja asking her to preside over the ceremony. As soon as you're ready, let's head to Paradiso. I can't tell you how much this means to me. I love you.
Undismissible until commitment is complete. Yeah, I kept having that happen, dude. I kept, like, not being able to dismiss Sarah. So it's kind of like effing, like, by accident, you know, but not really. But anyway, let's get it done. Let's just get married. I'll come back. Actually, we talked to Vladimir about the thing. Did we talk about the thing?
I believe your ship will perform more efficiently if you bring me on board.
Okay, you're asking. Okay, chill, dude, chill. Did I get that powers thing? Because I don't remember talking to Vladimir, but I think I did, because it's like one conversation, right? Okay, there we go. Where's he at? Is he still here? Okay. That was like a little... Well, I wasn't expect Sarah to be like, alright, let's get married.
Was just doing some math in my head. Trade the gaps with you. Oh, sorry. Was doing the tally's work in my head. Inventory on the station. Next supply run. Been poring over the charts, looking for another match. Think this one might just be it.
I did not give him the survey data, but I'll give him that to see what happens.
Forgot to check the math on a few equations. The brain's long gone. Forgetfulness. Let's deal.
Oh, I just sell it? Dude, no way. So you're telling me he's got 20,000 credits, dude. That's fine. Like, I mean, 20,000 isn't really that much, though, but whatever. I can't do anything with this stuff, so I'll just sell it to him. Actually, I'm curious, like, why is it not all the same? So 1406 and 2812. The only two values you get, whatever. I guess the moons are probably the 1406 ones. Oh no, Artero 5 is a planet though. So anyway, let me get this cashed out as much as I can anyway, because apparently, what the f? Yeah, okay, whatever. Oh, it's gonna be about Unity.
Coming back to one thing, both of these Starborn, they're people you know. Only they're not the people you know. Say and do things the folks you know would never. Doesn't bode well for anyone stepping into the Unity, or through it, or however it works. You consider what it might do to you?
I sure have not.
Easy to say when you're on this side of it, but give some thought to who or what might come out the other side. No loss as great as the loss of what you are.
I was curious about that. Like, if you could, like, reject, or, not reject, refuse Unity to stay, like, who you are and not get, like, corrupted by the multiversal, whatever it does to you.
Show the words another time.
Like the Hunter. Because he's clearly got some sort of, like, weird degradation going on.
I wanted to thank you for giving me the chance to work with you. I know we met under unusual circumstances. You seem to be acclimating well to Constellation. Are you enjoying working with them?
I did not formally address you, honey. I did not formally address
I think none of us were expecting what we have found. Well, perhaps Mateo. You have certainly become a vital part of the organization. That is a credit to your abilities. If I may, from what you have seen, do you think I fit in well with the rest of Constellation?
What exactly are you referring to, my precious pumpkin?
I cannot tell if that is a compliment or an attempt to...
There was no, like, straight answer I could give.
I will assume the former. I have a very different background from the rest of Constellation. I carry myself differently. I worry that some of the others are unable to see past this. I have not shared much, but everyone knows I worked with smugglers for years. I am no stranger to violence and death. Why should I be? It was necessary for survival. I would not be here otherwise. For those that have not lived it, it can be difficult to imagine or accept. Others here have seen conflict, but for more noble causes. Vladimir is the only one here who can begin to understand. He was the one who pressed the group to include me. I lack his charm. He puts others at ease. I fear my presence does the opposite. It is strange. I admit it has never been an issue before now. I know this seems trivial, perhaps childish. I have just always relied only on myself. I have never been surrounded by people like this. By a group I wish to be a part of. Does that make sense?
This would be inclusion never been a problem, jeez.
That is reassuring. Discussing these things is challenging for me. I hope now you can better understand why I wanted to keep the circumstances of our meeting quiet. I wanted to thank you for not saying anything to Vladimir. You said you were considering it, and I appreciate that you decided against it. I do not wish to be seen as a source of violence and nothing else.
See, I forgot that until she brought it up, but I never had the chance to actually tell him, so, because I never went to the eye, so, yeah, anyway. But then I'm glad I, didn't, because it looks like that would have been a negative consequence if I did. Now you owe me one.
Indeed it was. And now I hope you can see why. Thank you for talking this over with me. It is good to know that at least one member of Constellation understands me.
I'm gonna talk to everybody about the Unity. Did I already talk to Vladimir? Did he leave? Oh, he is. Okay.
Never regretted coming out of retirement. Constellation's got the writ of the righteous. Keeps me young.
Oh wait, I did talk to him because he's like, what do you think is gonna happen when you step through? So yeah, let's talk to Andrea. Where'd she go? Dude, she was just here.
Captain, I have been idling and awaiting my next order for some time now.
There she is.
What is it? Did you need something?
This is the last time I can talk. Well, not the last time, but I guess I'll ask everybody personal questions if I have any. Because some people like her.
Ask me if you may ask. You may just.
Oh wait, no, I did ask her. Never mind. So these should be grayed out. Yeah. Okay. Cool. She's like, I don't know.
Until next time.
I've never thought about what I like to do in my free time. I can't really do it too.
Spend so much time.
It was probably New Atlantis though.
See star systems orbiting in my head. So one too many squats. Raise the thoughts with you later.
I'm glad they grew out the stuff that you already said, otherwise I'd be like, crap. I do the radio mania thing like a massive of just asking everything all the time.
What's on your mind?
I can't talk to him about the Unity? That's weird. I'd like to know what Barrett thinks about it.
It's a difficult topic. For years I pretended like I was over. I can't guarantee I can answer everything, but I want to try. Yes, he was one of the first people I met when I moved into the lodge. His room was full of plants. The humidity was hard to understand. Irvin Ladania was my cousin. He was also a brilliant biologist who joined Constellation Company before me. So he's gone now. I remember his bright smiles when I returned from my trips. Wow. Brilliant than any star. Thanks for listening. Do you have any other personal questions?
It's like, I can ask him to move on, but that doesn't, I don't feel like I have any right to tell that to him, so yeah.
Good talk. Go ahead. Time to rearrange things.
Just making sure nobody has any of my stuff with them. I guess I'll ask Andrea next.
See you later.
Yes, you need me. If I can take a few things, I will.
Oh, she doesn't have a weapon. What? That's weird.
Yes, of course. That is all. Very well.
See if Vasco has anything to say about Unity.
I have been idle here for a long time. I believe Barrett would describe this state as bored. Human understanding of physics has until now shown no
might be another Vasco.
That would at least verify the assertion that the artifacts are necessary to reach the Unity. Yes.
Let's get you assigned somewhere. He's the only one with that option.
I am awaiting your query.
Okay, I've already asked him everything.
Farewell.
Yeah, this is just a nice, like, final checks before I go to the end game here.
Orders for me today. I will keep your items safe, Captain.
Yeah, dude, I already feel very strongly about this game as far as, like, it being on the level of, like, Mass Effect. I'd say it's close, dude. It's, like, honestly, on the podcast, I was like, I think I took the crown. Like, narratively, story, not so much. I really like the whole, you know, Prothean Reaper thing, but this is really good, too. But, like, everything else, like, on top of that, I'm sorry, not to, like, I don't want to get, like, too sidetracked, but, like, dude, like, everything else this game is just so, it's so effing good. Anyway. Oh, he's going to talk to me about Outposts.
The exploration of an unknown planet can be a major undertaking. By building an outpost, you will be able to construct scanning equipment, resource extractors, and defenses. It is even possible to set up multiple outposts capable of manufacturing, allowing you to build advanced equipment.
Yeah, dude, I can't bother with that stuff.
The scan booster is the most obvious, as it will enable you to detect landmarks and other points of interest from further away. Beyond that, extractors will allow you to collect raw materials of various types, while fabricators enable the manufacturing. A particularly prosperous outpost may even warrant the construction of cargo links, allowing you to share resources between other outposts you have built.
I feel like I'm gonna want to punch myself in the face in the future when I actually get a scan booster and see like how good they are, if they're like really good. Because they probably are, because like the scanners are just not good, and then even when you max them out on max rank, not good. So yeah.
Goodbye.
All right, that's who else do we need to talk to? Mateo, Noel. Mateo, Noel, I think that's it. After that, that might be Walter. Come here, Walter.
Counter to everything I've said and believed before, I have caught myself wondering if we ever should have started this search. If this is all true, and I have it right, we've potentially started a chain of events that will create more of these Starborn. Or worse, enable the ones we've seen to become even stronger. I am not fond of either of those options. So maybe now we have no choice but to finish this journey before one of them does.
It's like we don't know what Unity does, so we can't say that. But we don't know what will happen, so there's still hope.
No, I suppose we never really do. But I don't see any other possibilities right now. Look, I don't like the idea of siding with either one of these groups. I'd much rather see someone from Constellation get there first. I trust any of us far more than these Starborn.
Dude, if my app for work was working, I would totally call it a day just to finish this up.
Remember, you're representing all of us out there.
Alright, F and Mateo and Noel. And then we're done. Or is oh, there she is. Let's talk to the girl after Sona. I almost said the daughter. So I'm like, maybe you can adopt her. Right. I thought that's the direction the game was gonna go in, but it didn't. So that, like when Sarah shot down her going to the wedding, I was like, okay, well there's Matea.
If you've got questions, speak up if you have ideas. We're all here for the same reason.
Well, obviously the artifacts don't all come out of caves.
I thought I had a grip on the situation. I'm not so sure anymore. The Sanctum Universum believes that God wanted us to travel to start. That's gotten us here. Could this be the next step in that journey? Is this what we were meant to learn out here? Could the unity... Could that be God? Or a way to reach him? Everything we've discovered, everything we've been through, everything that we've faced, I can't help but wonder where this all leads. It's all gotta mean something. The one thing I'm sure of is that we have to see this through. We need to find the rest of the artifacts. Take care of yourself.
Yeah, let's ask Noelle about it.
We've always considered ourselves explorers. This really is uncharted territory, isn't it?
Sure is.
Ever since I got here, this has felt like home. These people are family. I hope it feels that way for you too.
I forget what she said about the star, but I'm going to ask her again.
You mean what could be the biggest discovery in the history of humanity? Yeah, I've got some thoughts. Scans are still inconclusive.
Oh, the ship. That's right. That's what we left Neon and got challenged.
There are so many questions beyond just who are they? How did they find you? How do they know about the artifacts? Why has no one ever seen them before?
See, this is like a really interesting, like, alternate, like, take on, like, a like, or not take, but, like, you know, I could see this being like an, or not. It's so parallel to, like, Mass Effect, because it's like, you know, the Reapers act through their agents, right? So it's like if like the Reapers like were among us, you know, because they're just so advanced and like blended in, but they're just like looking for something. They're just looking for the artifacts to get more powerful, but as opposed to just the harvesting of societies. But then to like no end. But then I don't know what the original script is because it's supposedly like better than what we got. Anyway.
Everything. No, I guess not. But this takes things in a whole different direction. They threaten you. It was one thing when this was just about us investigating the artifacts. A weird phenomenon that didn't come with creepy threats or questions about aliens or whatever it is that's going on now. I know we'll figure it all out in the end. It's just kind of a lot right now. It's silly, but I can't stop thinking about the idea that there are more of me out there. Even just one more Noelle is crazy to consider, but dozens, hundreds, an infinite number of them? How different might we all be? Am I not even remotely the unique individual I thought I was? My head is spinning just considering it.
So we were topic for you then. This would be kind of cool though. This reminds me of that part in Altered Carbon when, well, it's a spoiler, so I'm not going to say, but like, yeah, something's not quite a galactic level of like multiversal. It's just whatever. It's similar, but not that same at all. It's super. Yeah, that made sense of it.
Well, I'm glad you seem so certain of that. I'll admit, I'm not that sure at all. Okay, let's take a look.
I should have dumped all these right now. Wait, what? I don't have any organics? That's weird. I thought I had them on me. Maybe I just can't sell anymore. And there's none in the ship? What? Dude, what the heck's going on? Like...
Stay safe, okay?
I could have sworn I have a bunch of these on me, like the organic stuff. Yeah, these are organic. Whatever. Maybe the game is bugged. My fallback. The game's bugged. So you can sell the effing whatchamacallit attitude. I didn't know that. I thought you just gathered. I thought you just like gathered it, like you had those things in your inventory.
All the time. Doesn't that bother your wife?
It's true. I am away from home quite a bit. I have been informed that when I am, I remain preoccupied with Constellation's work, which renders me cantankerous.
Yeah, I think I've heard this one before.
My darling Issa has concluded that it is in both of our best interests if I can spend my time looking for the lodge as often as possible.
Okay then. I guess if you're both okay with it.
Alright, that's everybody. Let me talk to Latimer, right? Oh wait, no, we got the last. Okay, okay, cool. Alright, well next time I'll get the last of the powers. That'll power us up to be ready for the last fight. What time is it? It's 3 o'clock. I need to get ready at 5 so I can do like 2 more streams. Or not 2 more streams, 2 more of these. Yeah, because 4 and 5. Alright, so the next one... next one actually I'll get married. We'll do the wedding. So that can be done and out the way. And then we'll get the rest of the powers, and then when I get back from work I'll finish this. Unless I get VTO, and I cannot go in and get even... yeah, anyway. I think that's everything, dude. Yeah. And then it's just side quest stuff, and I guess maybe just try streaming and see if my stuff doesn't crap out on me. And there's only one. There's got to be more than one power left. That just says, oh, it's like one at a time. That's why probably. But anyway, yeah. Unearthed. Final glimpses. Oh, there we go. Okay, these two. Well, there's the final thingies though. So that could like trigger the last mission. So I can actually. I'm gonna need power from beyond before I do that final glimpses because I don't want it to trigger anything that's like gonna be the thing. But next time we'll do commitment and get married. Then we'll do the rest of these powers that are before the final glimpse or whatever. And then we'll head into the final confrontation showdown in game. Commitment. Sarah Morgan. I do. Oh, we're getting married at Paradiso? What? Wow, okay, that is a choice. Let me take off my armor. Well, I guess, yeah, I take off my armor because I think that would look weird.
Return to the lodge. Trigger a full system update. I am now fully prepared to assist you.
Vasco really wants to leave. Alright, let's do this. Let me save and then we'll do this rather. Unknown. Okay, so Earth is the one I'm keeping because that's like where you make a choice. Yeah. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, let me whatever, I'll just stop this here and I'll pick it right back up. So that was it for this is gosh, my thing's not open, sorry. I think this is 25, right? Or this is 26? Crap, yeah, anyway. That's it. This is for part 26. So I'll come back with part 27 after this. So until you see or hear from me again, thanks for watching, and I'm now